Father and Children, a story about sexual orientation and life partner archetypes. Hi there. Today, let's have a cozy chat about a fascinating and insightful topic: the connection between fathers and their children in shaping sexual orientation, personality, and even the archetype of a life partner. This is not just about parents, it's also about us, the children who grew up in the embrace of family. 1. The bond with a father, the foundation of love and growth. Have you noticed how fathers not only guide us through our first steps but also profoundly influence how we love as adults? For daughters, a loving and caring father provides the energy to develop femininity, helping them embrace their gentle side and feel confident in their feminine identity. For sons, a father isn't just a role model, he's sometimes a rival to compete with, helping them learn how to become a man. Most importantly, the relationship with a father during childhood can shape the kind of life partner we are drawn to later. This isn't just a theory. If you look closely, you might notice a trace of your father in your life partner. Fascinating, isn't it? 2. Why do daughters often marry someone like their father? Have you ever heard someone say, "I'll never marry someone like my father"? Yet, many end up choosing a partner who's strikingly similar to their dad, including both the good and not so good traits. This isn't a coincidence. Psychologist Carl Jung talked about the concept of the animus, an archetypal image of the male figure. This is the first male model embedded in a child's subconscious through their father. As we grow up, whether we like it or not, we tend to be drawn to qualities similar to this archetype. For instance, if your father is calm and hardworking, you might find yourself attracted to someone with similar traits. But if your father is hot-tempered or an alcoholic, sadly, you may unconsciously pick a partner with these tendencies too. This happens because your subconscious has internalized these as standards since childhood. 3. The role of fathers in shaping femininity and masculinity. At this point, you may have noticed that highly feminine women often had loving and attentive fathers. This love and approval helped them confidently embrace their identity as women. On the other hand, for sons, fathers are the guiding figure in learning how to become a man. But interestingly, the father-son relationship can sometimes be complex. It's a mix of harmony and competition, like two alpha males in the same pack. If the father isn't a great role model, the son might have to put in extra effort to break free from these childhood imprints. 4. What happens when fathers are absent or unloving? If you grew up without your father's presence or love, it can create a void in your heart. For daughters, this often leads to a tendency to become emotionally dependent, fearing abandonment, and seeking love to fill that emptiness. Some, out of disappointment with the father archetype, may choose to become stronger, more self-reliant, and even take on traditionally masculine traits. In some cases, they might choose women as life partners, seeking emotional fulfillment. As for sons, they might admire their father but also strive to surpass his influence. However, if the father is a negative figure, this can sometimes create a pattern that's hard to break free from. 5. Animus, a journey of transformation over time. The good news is that the subconscious image of your father isn't set in stone. The animus can evolve, but it takes time and self-awareness. As you mature, you may begin to see your father in a new light. He's no longer the hero or villain of your life story, but simply a human being with love, flaws, and limitations. And most importantly, you'll realize that you, not your past, have the power to shape your future. 6. Learning to live happily, no matter the past. Ultimately, we each have our own journey, and so do our parents. What matters most is that you have the choice to live happily and love yourself and others in the best way possible. Remember, even if your father wasn't perfect, he loved you in the way he knew best, and that's all he could give. And you have the power to love yourself in the best way you deserve. I hope today's chat helps you better understand the relationship between fathers and their children, a connection that may not be perfect but is deeply meaningful. Thank you for listening.